This is a review of set 4930, Rock Raiders Crew, unsurprisingly from the Rock Raiders line. It was released in the year 1999, and according to the box, is 38 pieces, although that's kind of hard to count because it's really just 5 minifigures and a couple of accessories. It originally retailed for $6, and this is a cool set to me. I actually originally got it sealed. As you can see on the back here, I didn't use the punch tab for some reason. I just tore up the back of the box. But back in, I want to say 2011 or sometime around then, when I had first discovered Bricklink, I saw somebody had this set on there. I was still really into Rock Raiders, and I want to say it was less than $10 sealed, so I had to get it. I opened it way back then, but I definitely kept it in pristine condition just because I was so excited to finally own a new Rock Raiders set. And now it definitely goes for a lot more, but it was still a cool experience to be able to open this new. So let's take a look at the side here. We see Axel and Sparks on this side. Just general information, warnings, rock graphics, more legal info. And then on the back here, it's pretty interesting. We see I guess this is the bottom half of a boulder piece because there's the top half, but that is not how they look currently. And we'll come back and do a comparison of that, but that's interesting that they included a prototype version of that piece on the back of the official box art. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump to the building as much as you can, just 5 figures. So before we get to the building, one thing I forgot that's pretty funny is that I actually apparently kept literally everything that came sealed in this box. So in a way, it might as well just be an unboxing here, even though the seal has been broken. But we have the original perforated bag, which for some reason I kept, thanks younger Brian. We have the sprue that the 6 tools came on. Again, why? And I know there was some extra pieces in here. We'll see those, I'm sure, when we're done. But then we even have the 2 pamphlets that come in here, and surprisingly, or I guess not surprisingly, this set doesn't have any instructions because you just can build it based on the pictures on the box. So let's go ahead and look at the pamphlets included. I think I showed this one off already. I'm sure it was in like the Star Wars sets. Yeah, so we've got our Rock Raiders ad here. We've got our Star Wars ad, all from 1999, so the first wave. Yep, yeah, we've definitely seen this one before. And then this one, I'm not quite sure what this is. It looks like just a Rock Raiders advertisement. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so we've got an advertisement for the Rock Raiders video game. Interestingly, Jet up here is not wearing a helmet, and I see a bunch of Jets, which, that's interesting. I don't believe Jet is in the final game. I know that the figures that you control are all just helmetless Sparks figures with just like a generic Lego face, so maybe they used Jet for the beta build. Again, interesting that they're using beta art and assets for the official advertisements. Oh man, this is awesome. This game is one of my favorites from back in the day. It's definitely more advanced than most of the LEGO games at the time, and even more advanced than some of them now. It's, I believe, what you would consider a real-time strategy game, so you control your units, you're exploring caves, gathering resources, building up, kind of like Empire Earth or something like that. You gotta fight off the rock monsters and the slimy slugs. It's a lot of fun. So we just got a little blurb about it here. We see all the figures at the bottom: Bandit, Axel, Jet, Dox, and Sparks. Interestingly, none of them have their helmets, although they do have this cool 3D art coming off of their chests there, which I really liked that in the video game, that it shows that. Alright, now we can start building. So here we have our completed set, and these 2 pieces right here are what we get for extras. Not that great. So since the set is mostly minifigures, we'll just take a look at them first. First up, we have Axel the driver. He is one of the more common figures from this line. Actually, I believe he's the most common. He comes in quite a few sets. He's got this really interesting orange hair but black sideburns. look going on and a smirk on his face because I guess he's good at what he does. I really like his torso here, the suspenders with the binoculars. They just look really cool and futuristic. And then we have Bandit. Like I said last time, he's not really my favorite. He just kind of exists. Then we have Jet again. Still a great figure. Not much else to say since we already saw her earlier. Then we have Sparks, another one of my personal faves. His head is, again, interesting. They've all got these like fringed hair designs that are very 90s in vibrant colors like white and orange and bright red. Very grunge. I think his head print was used in a lot of other sets at the time. I know Soccer, maybe some City or something like that. And then he's got this bright orange jumpsuit, and I like the green detailing on there. He's another one of my favorites, and actually pretty rare. He only comes in this set and the biggest set, although none of these figures are particularly expensive. And then lastly, we have Docs with a buzzsaw contraption here, which actually fits nicely around the boulder. And you can pretend that you're busting it open and getting the crystal inside. And again, it's the same boulder and crystal mold that we've seen before. And then for the last build of the set, we just have this little control panel area with some levers that don't really do anything, and then a small tool holder. And so this is what I was talking about earlier. This is what the bottom of a retail version of the boulder looks like, and so that is definitely some sort of prototype version. Pretty interesting. So adjusted for inflation, the set would have retailed for $9.36. Current used prices have it at $16.10, and I think that's pretty fair for all 5 figs, a pretty iconic boulder mold, and of course an energy crystal. And then you get that Rock Raiders tunnel print and just a bunch of tools. I feel like this is probably the quintessential, like if you're gonna get a Rock Raider set, this is the one you should get just because it comes with everybody and it's very reasonably priced. Anyways, that's my review. Thanks for watching.